And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Such a match. What a match we had so far in this pre-show. Right now, both men are down on the outside of the ring. This is a street fight. The WWC fans were given three options: Lumberjack, Street Fight, and I believe it was Falls Count Anywhere. And Street Fight actually won by a decent amount. And these two have really been putting on a clinic here tonight, even though it's a pre-show. And Gianluca Martini might have been right that he actually is deserving of the main show. And well, that's probably going to happen next pay-per-view then for this guy if he sticks around and keeps on doing what he's doing. I'm very impressed, and I bet you Matthias Gray is as well. Let's see. We have another question here on Twitter. It says it's a Jimmy Star fan. Starfan02. I know these Twitter handles are very original. We have he asks, Jimmy Star is also known for fighting smart and not fair. Do you think that you have what it takes to outsmart Jimmy Star? And Shay Hoxton responds. He goes, fighting smart and not fair. God damn it, that's not how the line goes. No, it's not. I think that's how I've been saying it. So sorry about that, Shay. Anyway, he goes, fighting smart and not fair, that's not how the line goes. I thought long and hard on a badass phrase, and you had to go and mess it up. He's known for not fighting fair, but fighting efficient. I'm personally gonna have to remember that. Shay keeps he goes, geez, man, next question. So, looks like not only was that Jimmy Star fan messing up Shay Hoxton's catchphrase, but it looks like I was too, and I apologize for that. But as Matthias Gray is going to make an announcement later on regarding commentary and my future here in WWC, so Shay really doesn't have much to worry about as far as that goes because, well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, let's see. I think we have one more question here for Shay Hoxton. Let's see. My Twitter's not low. Okay, there we go. All right, so Trevor021 goes, are you worried about Matthias Gray and Jimmy Starr's friendship? After all, Matthias made it clear that he has no problem getting involved in the outcomes of matches with Zach Smith. That's a very good point. I mean, Shay Hoxton and Matthias Gray they usually, it seems like they see eye to eye on most occasions. And ooh, what a drop kick by Gianluca Martini. But it looks like they usually see eye to eye on most occasions. They're very similar in a way. They're trash talkers. They're very smart in the ring. They know how to pull one over on somebody, I guess is one way to put it. Or I guess fight efficient, as Shay would put it. But yeah, I mean, those two really haven't had any issues. Even in NGCW, I believe they were on the same stable in developmental. Or no, actually, you know what? I believe Hoxton was either on the same stable as Matthias Gray, or he was against him. I'm not quite sure now. No, I'm pretty sure Hoxton's on the same side. And that was actually the same side that I believe Shay Hoxton and Matthias Gray and Jimmy Starr were all involved in that. Jack Sullivan, Steven Johnson. I'm not quite sure Jason Spade was in on it. That was a long time ago, though. I can't really remember. I could be wrong. But let's see what Shay Hoxton has to say about that, about being worried about Matthias. Well, he had a pretty quick and short response. He just said, and I quote, nope. So it looks like Shay is not worried about Matthias Gray and Jimmy Starr's friendship because, Jimmy Starr is going to be Shay Hoxton's opponent tonight. And those Matthias Gray and Jimmy Starr have been a tag team since NGCW, and they've been good friends ever since then. You know, in the movies, Jimmy Starr got Matthias' job, and got him started in his acting career. So, it isn't out there to think that Matthias might try to do something to help Jimmy Starr out in that match. But Shay Hoxton's not worried. After all, he said earlier he doesn't care. Handicap match, whatever. So Shay Hoxton doesn't seem worried at all. And last question, I guess, for him is the same one that was the same. I guess it's that Marvel fan who goes, Team Cap or Team Iron Man? Shay Hawkson responds, the one Spider-Man is on. That's actually very fair. And ooh, clothesline by Iron Duke Bishop in the middle of the ring. He's going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Gianluca Martini. Can't believe that he's able to kick out after all the beatings that he's been enduring this match at the hands of the humongous Iron Duke Bishop. Anyway, so looks like Shay Hawkson's a Spider-Man fan. He doesn't really care about Iron Man or Cap. He's kind of like Shay Hawkson. He's doing his own thing, you know? And that seems like a good choice, though. Spider-Man is the biggest draw, I think, in that movie. And they actually, I know the Fox and, Sony and Marvel had some complications trying to get all that figured out. I guess that's why Black Panther is even involved in the movie. He was originally supposed to not even be in costume during this movie, but when they didn't think they were going to get Spider-Man for it, so they had to put Black Panther in instead. But by the time they got Spider-Man, they already did so much with Black Panther, and I can't complain because Black Panther is one of my favorites in the comics, as well as Spider-Man, and of course Ant-Man. But I'm looking forward to the movie. I hope you guys all too, but even more so, I'm looking forward to WWC Synergy, the first ever pay-per-view. Right now, we're in the middle of the pre-show, and that's between Gianluca Martini and Iron Duke Bishop. It's a street fight match. Our opening match is JT Allen and Cameron Cray. That's going to be a casket match. We have after that, I believe it's our IC title match between Killian Red and Nick Jordan. I believe that one's followed by a grudge match of some sort, I guess you could call it, for Matthias Gray. It's going to be Zach Smith against Apollyon and Nightmare. Then we have our number one contender match, Jimmy Starr and Shay Hawkston. And then we have Jason Spade going one-on-one against Noah Black for the WWC title in the main event. Don't think I missed anything. Shay Hawkston. Yeah, no, I think I got all of them. But yeah, it's gonna be some pay-per-view we got planned for you too. Ooh, looks like Iron Duke Bishop has a kendo stick, and he's really taking it to Gianluca Martini. And now he's just smashing the arm, the legs, and he's pissed off. He just wants this match to be over. He cannot believe that Martini's lasted this long. And neither can I, for that matter. I mean, Gianluca Martini's a newcomer. Oof! And he just delivered a huge kick to the gut of Martini while Martini's down. Now Martini's writhing in pain. But, I mean, Iron Duke Bishop, he's been here for a while, and he's a huge dude. And Gianluca Martini's a newcomer here. So, for Martinez to be able to last this long, Iron Duke Bishop probably thought this was going to be over in no time. Oh, man. Iron Duke, what's he going to do? What's he doing now? Yeah, I can't wait for this pay-per-view. I'm really looking forward to this casket match we got going on. I mean, that rivalry is probably one of the biggest feuds in WWC and IWE. And, ooh! He just had a rope-hung DDT on Gianluca Martini. Martini is down. Anyway, like I was saying, this pay-per-view, first ever pay-per-view, is going to be something else. And Cameron Cray, JT Allen, possibly feud of the year over a girl, of course, over Rose. And then we have our WWC title match. I cannot wait to see who walks out as our WWC champion and our IC champion. And I'm not really looking forward to the Zach Smith match, only because I don't want to watch Zach. I like Zach Smith. I don't want to watch him get destroyed by two giants. This is not fair. And I don't know. I mean, I don't see how Zach Smith can win that match. And Iron Duke Bishop setting. He was setting it a neck breaker up, but it looks like Gianluca Martini was able to get him into a pin, rolled him up, but there's a kick out by Iron Duke. Oh, and now Gianluca Martini has a kendo stick. He's just delivering shot after shot to the arm, to the back, to the leg, and now he's trying to set up for the Fall of Rome, and he has it locked in. Fall of Rome is locked in, and is he going to tap? Iron Duke Bishop tap out. He has the kendo stick again, just like last time. He's smashing Martini again, trying to get out of it. Oh, but no, Martini was able to take the kendo stick, and now he's using it to help aid him in this submission move. Fall of Rome. That looks like it really freaking hurts. And yep, that's a tap out. What a victory by Gianluca Martini, ladies and gentlemen. Gianluca Martini just won our pre-show. It's a street fight against Iron Duke Bishop. What an impressive win by the newcomer. And that's our pre-show, ladies and gentlemen. That's looks like we're all set now for the actual pay-per-view. All set for Synergy. Wow, look at him. Gianluca Martini cannot. He looks hurt. He can barely even stand, but he's overjoyed with the victory. Iron Duke Bishop's down. He's holding his everything, it looks like, especially after that submission move. The crowd is eating up this victory. They're just loving it. And oh no, Iron Duke Bishop's back on. Iron Duke Bishop is back on his feet, and he's standing right behind Gianluca Martini. Oh, Martini just turned around. Now they're staring each other down. The crowd is going wild. Ooh, Martini is holding his head, and ooh, Iron Duke Bishop just offered his hand, and now they're shaking hands. Wow, a show of respect by Iron Duke Bishop. Kudos to him, but is he gonna? Yeah, wow. He just left the ring, and looks like that wasn't a trick after all. Oh, Gianluca Martini. Oh, now Gianluca Martini is celebrating on the top turnbuckle. Iron Duke Bishop's making his way. He's still staring at the ring, but good show of sportsmanship by Iron Duke Bishop. Well, there you have it, folks. Gianluca Martini is our victor of the first match here. It's our well, not our first match, but our pre-show match. Hope you enjoyed it. We had a whole bunch of questions answered by the superstars. We got to go over some of the matches and some of the past rivalries that led up to the match. Up next, we have JT Allen and Cameron Cray in a casket match. And that should be something else, folks. So we'll be back in a little bit. That was the pre-show. Have a good one. See you at the pay-per-view.